Hello everybody, I'm Loomis, and welcome back to Bloodborne. I'm starting on kind of an ominous screen here, aren't we? There you go, let's pan round. Do we get a Gendarme's hat, or is it just the rest of the costume we've got? Kinda like this police uniform we found. You're right, Phoenix. Let me go change the game. New addition to the poll. What game should we play after Bloodborne? My Little Pony Adventure Island. So I keep getting told that I've missed something important in this area. This is the only option but written 4 times. Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah, I keep getting told that I've missed something important in the Forbidden Woods, but I've searched this place a bunch and I found nothing, so I'm fairly sure that the people involved are lying or delusional. One of the people who told me about this was Burzum, so probably both. I'm going to take another quick look around before we go back to the DLC. I mean, I don't think you've mentioned it. You're generally more verifiable. How are you doing today anyway, Phoenix? Hey, Wallow. How are you doing? Yeah, doing some backtracking. People have been yelling at me that I missed something important in this area, so I'm having a look around, but I don't know. This is the second time I've backtracked here, and I've not found anything new. Arms are covered? Nice. I changed skin? Skin? Wait, what, on Twitch? I've not changed anything. Not on purpose, anyway. Oh, the bandana, yes. Sorry. I entirely ruined your joke there. Yes, I'm using a different chroma. Sorry, I'm a little slow. Yeah, somebody was already playing as Loomis today, so I've got the player 2 skin. The mirror match. You feel like disassociating, Phoenix? Were you that invested in the pain in your arms? You can have mine if you want. I don't know what I've done to my shoulder. I feel like I just slept on it funny, except it was like days ago and it's still messed up. My shoulder really twinges and I can't turn my neck all the way to the left. What a wondrous fall. I mean, it didn't hurt as much as I expected it to, so I'll give it that. Free to think that's the origin of different skins, back in the days when they needed 2 outfits for a character in case you played them versus each other. Can't really get into what you're doing today. Okay. Like struggling not to zone out. Yeah, I get that feeling. Everything's just kind of floaty. I think this is the way that I came in, but I don't really remember it. Oh yeah, no, this is the guy who answered the door. Okay. Oh.
Oh,
You're still here.
safe. Now, let's think up something to discuss. Just tell me what piques your interest. Bergenworth and the Tomb of the Gods carved well. Once, a group this led to in this sense, but today, and furthermore, it's unclear, but only they know. In his time, Master Logarius led his executioners into Cainhurst Castle, but all did not go well. Tragic that Master Logarius, I must free him.
Okay.
I bid you farewell. May the good blood.
Well, you've been chilling here for a long time, so I assume you're gonna continue to do so perpetually. Connection to server lost. Yeah. Be an upsetting thing to wake up and see. An elliptic. This isn't in the Forbidden Woods, so I assume that what I'm looking for isn't here, but I don't remember this place in the slightest, so... Like, where am I? Oh no, I recognize this bit. Oh, this just brings me out in the graveyard? Was this here the whole time? Yeah, I've been watching a bit of the GTA RP stuff that they do. And, yeah, now I'm imagining real life being like that. Occasionally, mid-conversation, someone will just yell, "Oh no, I'm having a headache!" and then vanish from the world. The people joke about how how Los Santos, the setting of the GTA RP stuff, would be a horrible place to live, but I don't know. I kind of like it. It's a place where, in the middle of doing something, you can just announce, "Hold on, I need to think about a dog," and stare into space for 5 minutes, and nobody will react as if this is unusual. "Hold on, I need to think about water." Yeah, I could get into that. healthcare is also better. Yeah. Aside from the risk of paramedics getting headaches or thinking about dogs, people in Los Santos seem to be indestructible. Hey, I got run over by multiple trucks, and then while I was lying on the ground, a bunch of people pulled up and shot me multiple times with submachine guns and shotguns. Could you, like, give me an ice pack? Yeah, see, last time I played this, I don't know. I re-explored this whole area and I couldn't find anything here. So I assumed that Burrs had sent me the wrong area. But when I told him that, he got angrily insistent that this is the place and sent me a guide on how to find it. From which I checked the starting area and didn't read the rest of it. But nonetheless. Yeah, that's kind of what I thought too, Phoenix, but hey. Normally if a person tells me something about the game, I will insist on acting as though I've never heard that thing. Even if I find things in-universe and might have figured it out for myself. So what else can I do? But I don't know. Oop. That looks jumpable. I don't know, maybe there's something there. Yeah, he keeps telling me that there's a place I can get to from here that is like a hub for tons of optional stuff and lore. I say, he did send me instructions on where to find it, but if I'm following instructions, I'm not playing a game, you know? Having a walkthrough makes the game into work. I should probably sell some of these pebbles. Do you think they'll buy it for a high price? That's fair. So, I mean, other than the DLC, I think I'm literally at the end of the game. Well, I silenced the cry of the infant, and when I went back to base, the wheelchair guy stood up and said, "The night of the hunt has ended. Now you face me, Gwyn, the first hunter." And then he set stuff on fire and dueled me in a field full of flowers, where I let him kill me because I didn't want to accidentally end the game before I'd even started the DLC. I don't know, that felt fairly endgame. This way or this way? follow these lanterns and just see where they take me. Oh yeah, no, that's a shortcut to the village. Yeah, I mean, I assume I'd get different endings if I said, cool, just kill me, to, no thanks, I don't want to die, in my conversation with him. That seems like it might affect stuff. I think I found the source of Sauron's eye, although I didn't actually go back to verify that it was gone. I found a secret path and pulled a lever, and then it showed a cutscene of a giant eye monster falling down a pit. I was like, oh, okay. Didn't mean to do that. And then when I went back to the main path, there was a long area that looked like I was supposed to be dodging curses all the way through it, but didn't actually have anything in it. So yeah, I think I found and destroyed the thing perhaps sooner than I was meant to. But hey, what are you gonna do? But yeah, I didn't go to where the curse was to verify it, but it seems like a pretty safe bet that that was the Eye of Sauron. Hold on. This I don't remember. Double tap the corpse, yeah. Doesn't have to be zombie killing. Always double tap. And then once you've done that, cut off the head and drive a stake through the heart. It's the only way to be sure. Yeah, to be honest, when I first let the chain thing drop, I assumed that I'd unleashed a boss that would come and fight me. But yeah, it never showed up, so I assume it was dead. You can safely assume that things are dead in Bloodborne. That doesn't come back to bite you at any point. Vertrain. This, the glowy floor stuff here really reminds me of, I'm not going to jump straight in just yet, but it really reminds me of the floor portals in the Dark Realm of Dark Souls 2. Kind of tempting to jump in and see what happens. It looks a little bit like a fog gate. Your mind cannot comprehend the attack. Okay, yeah, this is definitely new. Excuse me, sir. I'm a little bit lost. Could you offer me some directions? Is this Lost Izalith? Guess if it is, I've gone too far. Okay, this water's poisoned as heck. What's the skull one? Is that slow poison? Okay. What runes am I wearing? Blood Rapture? Physical yeah, no, those are going to help with poison. Oh well. I'll probably die once and then I'll go get my poison runes when I respawn. Perhaps he doesn't speak British English. Let me try and communicate with him in American. I think that worked. Nope, never mind. If I want to hold a conversation with him, I have to go out into the horrific toxic water full of deadly beasts. I think that constitutes talking to him in Australian, maybe. Whoop. Okay, thank you, Lock-On. Real helpful. So do I, like, have my antidotes equipped? Because that would have been a good thing to check earlier. Oh goody, the water's full of eels. Ah! No! Stop! Mercy! Can I just shoot these things? How vulnerable are they to bullets? Like, moderately. Okay. Wait, have I got spun? This isn't the path I came down, is it? Have I got spun round? Oh, this isn't the way I'm meant to be going. I want to fully explore this swamp before I go any further. Okay, never mind. No, not the eels! Aha! Stop it! Gosh, how many of them are there? No! The mandatory swamp area. Yeah, I knew I was missing something. Although I think I've been through several swamp areas, actually, in this game. Oh, don't worry about me, Phoenix. I can fend for myself. That said, there is a lot of them. I'll confess to feeling a little bit swamped. I guess I'll have to marshal my courage. How do I switch to first person view? I can't see over my shoulder here. Oh boy. Oh, am I actually poisoned? Okay. I thought it was wearing off because I stood in a safe spot, but I bet I'm probably stood in the poison spot thinking that I'm safe, as I often do. Okay, what have we got up here? Safety is an illusion. It's the only comfort the Dark Ones will grant. So we're back in the city? Makes sense, we're only like 30 seconds out from the city. Have I defeated a boss in the DLC? I don't think so. Oh wait, are we back here? Oh yeah, I forgot about this place. I was expecting it to be involved at the end of the game, I guess. Oh wait, are we where I think I am? Is this the clinic? It is the clinic. Cool. Favorite of the game, okay. Yeah, I don't think I've beaten a boss in the DLC yet. If I have, I can't remember it. I've only just reached the first lantern, I think. First boss is probably just beyond that. Oh wait, did I fight... Was there a hunter boss? I don't know. It's not coming together, my brain's not working. I have vague memories of fighting a hunter, but I think maybe I'm just thinking of German. Hello, sir. I was wondering if you could give me some directions. See, I'm in a pretty much permanent state of being devoid of direction, and I'm wondering what I should do with my life. Well, it wasn't a lot of help, but at least we managed to cut right to the heart of the matter. And It's trying to return my property to me. Well, I mean, they're only going to come back to life, right, Phoenix? It's an inconvenience at most. Maybe it's more offensive that I'd kill birds that resurrect in your presence. I'm not sure what just happened. I maybe briefly had some kind of fit. What? Did lightning just flash through the wall? You guys seeing this? Was it you who rang the bell of awakening? Nah, Gov, you got the wrong man. Well, alright then. Carry on there. Cainhurst summons. Oh, cool. Can I summon the Knights of the Round? That's so a key. I don't know why I'm even looking. Honored guest to Forsaken Castle Cainhurst. Rather bafflingly, it is addressed to you. Do not hesitate. The stagecoach leaves from Hemwick Crossing. Huh. Interesting. Hi, Mr. Meeseeks. I think I know where Hemworst is. Seek pale blood to transcend the hunt. Okay, so I'm starting to see why Burrs was so insistent that I do this. Because Cainhurst has been mentioned repeatedly as a big thing, and it's baffled me that we've not gone there yet. Oh, so this is Yozefka's clinic. Ah! This is where I've been sending all the people that I found. Loot. I'm already carrying the maximum amount. You can only have one Yozefka. Well, I'm sure they're doing well. This goes upstairs. I'm guessing this is the right way to go. Communion. Looks like whatever went on here offered a lot to towards science. I'm very supportive. I mean, the Blue Goons are kind of minding their own business. One of them that I bumped into attacked me and I killed that. Otherwise, they seem cool. You okay there, miss?
God, I'm nauseous. Have you felt this? It's progressing. I can see things. I knew it. I'm different. I'm no beast. Oh, God, it feels awful. But it proves that I'm chosen. Don't you see how they writhe inside my head? It's rather rapturous.
You're doing good work. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise.
God, I'm nauseous. I knew.
Well, okay then. I guess we're done here? Question mark? If she's got nothing else to say. Off to Canehurst, I guess. You okay there, buddy? You looking at anything in particular? Hmm. The creature consumed vast quantities of meat, but that was of no concern to me. After all, I had a village full of it.
Gammon awaits you. Go. Very well, let me. Farewell, good hunter.
The carriage departs from Hemwick. Let's go have a look. Excuse me, ladies, have you seen a carriage? Carriage going to Canehurst? Oh, I wonder if Canehurst... Oh, that would make sense. Remember when I saw a big building above the place where the witches were? And I thought... at the time I assumed it was like the one of the healing cathedrals or something like that. But we couldn't get inside and explore it. I bet that's Canehurst, that would make sense. Oh, hello. I don't remember you being here last time I came. Could be wrong, but I think that was new. Okay. I don't know. This carriage could be anywhere around here for all I know. Oh! Another one of the new enemies. Maybe this means I'm on the right path? Are these Slendermen? They look kind of like Slendermen. Being attacked by a vast assortment of Slendermen. Being attacked by humanity. I mean, that already happened in Dark Souls 1, right? It was easily the most unsettling area in Dark Souls so far. In Soulsborne so far. Has any bit where it been more unsettling than just the humanity pouring out of the walls? Oh, I recognize this place. I've been here before. Who knows, though. Maybe the stables is the place to find the carriage. Oh, the humanity. Ah. I'm trying to think if there's actually been any other spooky areas in Soulsborne. The second time you go to the hidden village, I guess. And the bells are ringing and you hear whispering all over the place. A susurration. I like to use that word at every opportunity. I guess the prison world is the most spooky part of Demon's Souls. So I think traditionally these things will only kill us if we look directly at them. Oh. Guys, it fell through the floor and then dropped out of the ceiling. So strange and eldritch. I don't know if these things are appearing now because I've got the invitation to Cainhurst, or whether it's just a blood moon thing. I don't think I came back here after I lit the blood moon. Then again, the blood moon isn't here, is it? No, the blood moon doesn't reach this far. Okay. Trying to go for a core parry there, but I mostly just Indiana Jones'd it. Okay, so they could have been here this whole time, but I just probably didn't have enough insight before. Oh, well, somebody just fell off a cliff. Alright, settle down. Everybody's so worked up at the moment. So that means that they're not a clue on where I'm supposed to be going, I guess. Lady, I'm trying to catch a carriage. I don't need this right now. I'm gonna be late. Look, if I miss my bus because of you people... I have nothing to do with the transportation system, madam. Okay, well, we're here now. Said to catch it from Hemwick. Are we still in Hemwick? I guess we are. The place before was just Hemwick Charnel Lane, right? Because the witches were the witches of Hemwick. Hmm. Hmm. Closed. Still closed. Hmm. Hmm. I was actually doing the Minecraft villager voice, but now it occurs to me. Could Onion Knight be a villager from Minecraft? Is it possible? Hmm. Oh. Oh man, if I wanted anything so desperately as this. A Minecraft mod that turns all of the villagers into Onion Knights. Can you imagine it? Dozens of Onion Knights gathered around the village well, just going, hmm, 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 hmm. Well, I feel like the carriage is probably not going to be indoors. Can't rule it out, though. Hemwick Crossing. It's got to be around here somewhere. I don't know. Maybe I'm looking for the wrong thing. I was kind of expecting a carriage to have just appeared out here somewhere. Maybe it's a little bit more subtle than that. Don't know where the crossing is, though. Hmm. 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 Yeah, so I'm guessing that that's Canehurst. I don't know how to get there. Hmm. Hmm. Yes, the bridge is out. It's no go, I'm afraid. Hmm. I'll have to think of another way around, but... not going to be obvious. Perhaps we could wait for a repairman? Hmm. Hmm. A boat, perhaps. Hmm. Don't worry, I'll think of something. What are you looking at here? Ah, okay. I was about to say. If anywhere constitutes a crossing, it's got to be here, right? Ominous. Cool, let's go. Canehurst. Knights and glamour. My seat to the old people, yeah. Priority seating at the front. I hadn't thought about it like that, Phoenix. Yeah, maybe the old people will have to stand. Okay, I guess this is not the building that I was looking at. Maybe the building I was looking at was like a, like an outpost. Oh, okay. We get here and the horses instantly drop dead. It must be really cold out. Is my constable gear appropriate for this? I mean, we're going to be meeting a bunch of actual knights, right? Do we need some kind of formal wear? I don't know if I really have anything suitable. I mean, I've got a helmet, but it's a Yahagul one. I mean, the beak mask is ceremonial combat gear, so I'm probably okay wearing that. Kind of, yeah, Phoenix. I haven't actually streamed a Saturday yet because life has been a problem, but that's the intention. The cage. I've not put this thing on yet, and I'm not sure I intend to. I'm screaming, release me. But yeah, since I started the new Terror Tuesday stream, Retro's moved to Saturday afternoon except when I'm filming, which I have been doing every weekend except for every weekend since we started the Retro Saturday. But hey, Retro will return. Such is its nature. Release me. So is this one Gwyn? Okay, so we've got chapel-looking building over there. Fountain. Fountain of numbing mist. Whoop. Oh. Well, that's a little disappointing. I thought these creatures were introduced in... Really? I thought these creatures were introduced in the DLC, but they were base game originally. Bamboozled. Can you work for me, Lock-on? Oh boy. Oh, out of bullets. Help. Help, I'm having the polearm problem. I've had more range than everybody else my whole life. I don't know how to fight somebody who's got the same reach as me. Well, these ones do fight. They look the same, but they at least fight differently to the ones in the DLC, it seems like. The ones in the DLC relied on their ranged attack. These guys go straight in. So in the DLC, I assumed that these were mutated hunters. They're, mosquito-like status representing their overwhelming craving for blood. Oh, he was coming for me. I don't know whether that still holds true here. I think this was an old hunter institution. Yeah, back to the Crimson Court. Try luring them out one at a time? I don't know. We'll stealthily attract its attention. Yeah, is Darkest Dungeon 2 still happening? I've heard nothing about it since. It's very hush hush. It's classified. Above our level. Need to know. Stop opening doors when I go near them. It's making it hard to keep track of where I've been and where I haven't been. So much numbing mist. What is the relevance? Prevents HP restoration. Bloodhunters of Cainhurst. Oh, okay, I guess that makes sense. Were Cainhurst the first hunters of hunters? Is that what this place was about? Weren't they the oldest hunters? I think so. Oop. Yeah, weren't they the first hunters, and then it was their research that led to Bergenworth, which led to the Healing Church. But they carry numbing mist, which you use for hunting other hunters. Maybe they were jealous of the other hunters arising? The power that had once been theirs was becoming shared out? So they sought to destroy the other hunter organizations? Or maybe they just destroyed each other. Destroyed themselves, fought amongst themselves. Cainhurst versus Cainhurst. I mean, this is mosquitoes, which suggest giving in to the blood. And it's implied that most of the hunter groups died out during a long period in which there were no hunts. And so the hunters gave in to blood madness. Okay. Stop! Please. Maybe this is the outside of what the nightmare is on the inside. The nightmare is where all the people ended up who gave in to the blood madness during the peace between hunts. And this is what they left behind. That big building looks like the way to go, so I'm going to check out this chapel first. Seems legit. Guys, help! I've been Skyrimmed. Ah! Okay. This is where my journey ends. Yeah, this is what actually happened to the people here. Okay, I got out. Oh, okay. This is an elevator. Just wanted to see what this note said. Would have been an honorable death. Truly, can any hunter ask for more? Hidden path? Hidden path where? This... I don't think there's anything over there. Well, you can climb down safely, but... only gets you to a place you could already get to. Alright, I guess we enter the main building. Yeah, is there any more honorable death than a hunter? For a hunter than to get stuck in one spot? It means that you gave up the hunt. So few people have the ability to do that. Hello? Anybody home? See, I got this letter. Cleaning the floors. Okay. Oh. Okay. Okay, they're just emerging all around me. But guys, I don't have a, I don't have a cursed arm. Can I fight these? I guess that's what the Quicksilver's for. And Quicksilver infused blade can hit ghosts, apparently. If only I'd had one of these back in Dark Souls 1. Found a writer's palace, guys. Writer Palace. Wielded by the Knights of Cainhurst. An elegant knight sword with a peculiar firearm wielded by the Cainhurst Order. Long-time imbibers of blood, are no strangers to the sanguine plague. And the disposal of beasts was a discreet task left to their servants or knights, as they were called for the sake of appearances. Hmm. So the people here used gun blades. Cool. Look at me, I'm Final Fantasy. I don't know, there's a bit of a damage gap between this weapon I just found, this elegant fences weapon I just found, and the level 10 axe that I've been using. Did they not know I was coming? I got an invitation. Hello, what are you? I've got a doorway here. Let's check the other side real quick. I mean, they cry when I'm not killing them, Phoenix, so yes, I guess? But then you don't feel guilt. Fair enough. I mean, they might be better off now. It's hard to say. These can't all be... Like, they sacrificed a newborn baby to bind... Well, they didn't sacrifice it. I don't think it actually died. But they gifted a newborn baby to an elder god. At... I think both Mensis and Bergenworth did it independently. Which is what brought about the latest hunt. And when we freed the child at Mensis, there was a crying ghost outside who dissipated once the baby had been... I'm honestly not sure what happened to the baby, but I slew the wet nurse, and the elder god departed along with the baby, I think. what I'm angling towards here is surely these women can't all have had their babies given to the elder gods, right? Right? What were you doing here in Canehurst? You don't need that many elder gods. One elder god is plenty of elder gods. I mean, these ladies don't have wounds on their abdomen, so I don't think that every last one of them had a child offered to the elder gods, but can't rule it out. Noble dress. Forsaken Castle Canehurst. But yeah, having a lot of elder gods around is just asking for trouble. You need, like... Someone needs to institute a law or something, like 3 elder gods, tops. You should have to apply for a license to summon an elder god. Okay, well, I'll get to you in a moment. Gonna check up here first. Oh. Hello, sir. I feel like I should probably, you know, kill you while you're distracted, but you're not really doing anything to me, and I don't know. So you're like a gargoyle? A grotesque, my apologies. Yeah, I see now. Yeah, I guess that one doesn't attack. He's chill. Treasure awaits ahead. That does look like a survivable fall, but... Then again, in this game, any fall is not survivable if it goes outside of the designated areas. Whoop! Did not see you there. Well played, sir. Oh, okay. Oh, the one up there did come down to attack me. He just waited until I was out of sight, I guess. Bird trap, yeah. Thanks for telling me that now. Alright. Do you think there's like any bonfires in here, or just got a lot of souls is all, and to be honest, I've not seen any way out. There's not a single bonfire in here so far. We rode the carriage in, but now the carriage is busted. So we just live here now, I guess. Oh, he's got one of the swords. And he knows how to use it. Thou art strangely clad for a knight. Hmm. Doesn't it just? What's through here? Bunch of ghostlies, but also maybe the elevator? Yep, okay. So we've unlocked the shortcut at least. Vile Blood Register. A listing of all known vile bloods. Okay. Shh. Help, I've been vanted with the dark sign. Okay, I guess the guy marks targets for the others? Yeah. see where there's Mark and then all the others. Scream at you. That's really weird. Maybe something will open up later. Okay. Nothing else going on in this room? Let's see. This entire stack is just different editions of Twilight. And here it's just the new moon. So is that guy's walking stick also a blowpipe? It is trick weapon. Do I get one of those? Ah! What the? How are you hitting me up there? Make you remember it. Did you read it? Oh my gosh. Welcome to Anno Orlando. Okay, we'll check that out last. I have to say, I've never actually read Twilight. You're just frustrated to be reminded that it existed in some form. Dragged you to the sin. Oh, okay. My commiserations. I've seen like 5 minutes of the film. I don't know. But I think even fans of the book will acknowledge that the film is way, way, way worse than the book. Regardless of your opinions on the book, the film is way, way worse, I think. You watched all the films. Friends dragged you to all of them? Did they enjoy it, or was it like an ironic thing? Okay, so... Our friends in high school. Oof. Okay. How does this mechanism work then? This obviously moves so we can get to that ladder. Look at this. This looks nothing like the other book stands. Oh, not like this though. Aha. So did Miyazaki have a girlfriend named Evelyn or something? Relies more on blood tinge. Ah, okay. So this has got much better scaling. Suppose it does much better damage if you've got the good blood tinge. Doesn't appear to fire 3 bullets, so there's that, I guess. Okay. So there's obviously a hall on the other side of this, but I can't get to just yet. I can see it from above, but I need to climb down to get to it. That's probably what's outside that window, to be fair. Ah, yeah. It's just a straight-up switch. No fancy mechanism. Oh. Ah. If I had to guess, it's probably just that it was like the first real encounter with the fantasy genre. It's got vampires and werewolves and all that cool stuff, but it's a romance story, so girls are allowed to read it. It's not like Lord of the Rings or something. Can't read those. Then you'd be a nerd and also probably a boy. I don't know how they identify these things, but... yeah, Twilight is for girls, so they can actually read a story about vampires and werewolves for once. Can I get over there? Do I want to get over there? I'm gonna try and get over there. I didn't get over there. I think that's where there was signs about the ambush before that I strolled past on my way to the library. I thought maybe I could just step over there behind them. Yeah, I think that's why most people like Game of Thrones. It's their first experience with fantasy. They wouldn't, like, read a fantasy book 'cause they're not nerds, but it's okay to watch Game of Thrones. And everything in it is cool and new to them. Okay, here we are back in the library. Read all the books? Like, all the what books? All the fantasy books? Obviously there's a lot of people out there who are like, no, I'll read what I like. It doesn't have to be a girl book or what have you. But there's a lot of people who think that way. Say to Twilight, so she had good taste. But yeah, you see, she'd already encountered fantasy, so it didn't win her over. It couldn't claim to have invented vampires and werewolves because she was already aware of the existence of vampires and werewolves. And it didn't have anything left after that. Kinda? Not like even consciously. Just... It's like not a thing where they say, oh, you can't read that, it's for girls or what have you. It's just... Yeah, I don't know how to put it. People would look at you funny and you'd know why they were looking at you funny. You couldn't read Lord of the Rings and now have people say, oh, so you're really big into fantasy and stuff. You must play D&D. Which I mean, I did, but... They don't automatically follow. Yeah, it's just people made assumptions, I guess. Yeah, how dare they be right? I don't know. I guess a lot of people act like stereotypes because if a lot of people don't act like stereotypes, then their stereotypes wouldn't be stereotypes. And that changes over time. People are getting more progressive, but there's always going to be a bit of a lag effect, right? Girls don't get to read fantasy books for the same reason that girls don't get to be computer programmers or engineers. Because all the girls on TV don't become computer programmers or engineers and don't read fantasy books. Yeah, it's definitely better than it was. And presumably... I think it's even in my time, it was a lot better than it was before that. It was mostly just a thing people didn't even think about. You know what happens when people have full freedom of choice? They all do the same thing. They tend to choose more in line with their stereotype. Yeah. Yeah, people identify themselves by this stuff. I don't know. I mean, are we talking about stereotypes that if they're aware of the stereotypes but not being pressured by them, they might still choose to follow them because that's how they identify themselves. Like there's the, I guess a case of tribal cheering, basically. As so many things in human culture. Like, I can't remember the name of the experiment, but after World War II, a guy did an experiment to see what it takes to turn two sides into absolute enemies. What makes them identify themselves as opposites and fight each other like that. So he got a bunch of kids together. So he gathered a bunch of kids for this experiment. They were like at a camp or what have you. And his plan was to split them into two groups and just slowly introduce factors and see what would make them enemies with each other. And it turns out that all it took was splitting them into two groups. The first time they encountered each other, the first time the two groups were introduced to each other, they were horrified to find out that there were other people in their park, and they became enemies and taunted each other. And they came up with names for their group, which they didn't have before because they didn't need one. And they came up with identities for their group. One group was the rough and tough elements who grew up in the streets and were ready to take on a hard life, and the others were more posh and elegant and such. There was no actual difference between the two groups, but once they were enemies, they needed things to divide them, you know? Yeah, it's how the brain functions. I mean, humans are meant to live in an environment where there's like 150 people max. Little tribes. We're not designed to live in the modern world. You can't run a good social structure with 7 billion people on a human brain. If you give people complete choice, they're going to look for people who are similar to them and just group up with them. Because that's just how the human brain copes. Yeah, exactly. It's the people you see often and the people who, in some ways, your brain identifies as being like you. That's why historically girls haven't been big in fantasy books and engineering. Because the girl tribe doesn't do that. You gotta stay loyal to your tribe. You gotta be one of the tribe. You don't wanna stick out in the ancestral environment. That's the sort of thing that gets you eaten by wolves. Yeah, exactly, Phoenix. Can I climb down there? Do I want to climb down there? I don't think I can climb down there. Yeah, I'm simplifying a lot. Because it's a complex material, and I'm not like an expert on it. I know some of the basics, but yeah, I don't know why I didn't see that coming. I'm just trying to get the idea across, right? In the tribe, everybody needed to work together. You couldn't be the odd one out. There wasn't room for that kind of thing. There's no room for people who might be identifying with the other tribes and endangering the whole. You're not gonna get a mate and spread your bloodline if everybody thinks you're a weirdo who's not fully committed to the tribe. Warm blood. What is warm blood? Only a lot of gemstones. I don't know if any of it's any good. Blood tinge scaling. Oh, okay. Yeah, there's a lot to say on the matter. You wrapping up at work now, Phoenix? Alright. Enjoy your trip home, then. I'll catch you later, maybe? Last man standing. Hey. Acts of good are not always wise, and acts of evil are not always foolish. But regardless, we shall always strive to be good. Okay, I remember this guy being spoken of. He, led a host to, destroy an evil, but they couldn't defeat it. And he ended up, sealing it away with his spirit or something? Why? Why do I hope I'll see you later? A question I often ask myself. Why good? Wait, what's good? Oh, why always be good? Because in an ideal world, acts of good would always be wise, and acts of evil would always be foolish. And tending towards good helps shape that world, I guess. Doesn't seem to be a winning move in this game. I mean, doesn't it, though? Much more so than Dark Souls, I feel like this game is very much about punishing people for their badness. For their corruption and greed. Yeah, I mean, there's the idea that everything is permitted, nothing is true. As Assassin's Creed says. The universe won't stop you from lying. It won't stop you from doing bad things. If you want to live in a world where people do good things, you've got to make that world yourself, right? Regal peace graced by intricate goldwork. I'll try on some costumes. Yeah. I mean, there's arguments I can make back and forth. They certainly weren't the ones who were summoning elder gods and such, but maybe there's a point where if the majority of people could have done something about the tiny minority doing bizarre stuff and didn't. But that's society as a whole. Hey Jess, how you doing? Reindeer with snowman arms. Nice, very fancy. But yeah, the hunters who've legitimately gone out to help people are doing well. The hunters who got greedy for blood are turning monstrous. And honestly, none of the people who've been doing bizarre eldritch experiments for their own gain seem to be really gaining from it. I mean, it's hard to say, to be honest. Ah! Because I've not really had the chance to talk to most of the people of Yharnam. I mean, they all know about the Night of the Hunt. And they berate me for being a foreigner. They probably only know the basics of what's going on. To be fair, I get the impression that normally the hunts are not this bad. Like, hunts are a regular thing and normally they blow over. The people who lock themselves up in the house and stay out of it would normally be fine. It's because of what Mikolash was up to at Mensis that this has been a real bad one. The combination of Mikolash getting up to stuff at Mensis and the fact that there's not a lot of hunters left, because it's been a long time since the last big hunt, and they've all gone blood-crazed. Which is why it's spread to the people in the houses, because we didn't end the hunt fast enough. Weather is awful today. Yeah, it looks pretty miserable outside. I had to clean the rabbits out in this. I just did the inside of the shed. Normally I take all their stuff out and scrub it outside. But it was just pouring down way too much. I'd never get it dry again. Not as windy as yesterday, but it's miserable. Anyway, what are you up to today, Jess? I'm sorry for unintentionally linking you to a broken pole system. I thought it was just my pole that was broken, to be honest. I didn't know that the whole thing was not working until I saw yours was broken in the exact same way. But thanks for letting me know about the other pole website. Okay. Now where then? Drop down here? Yeah, at least we figured it out. Dark Souls playthrough standard. You know, we may have died horribly, but at least we learned something. Oh, okay. This bit's a lot slippier. I don't think I can go this way anyway. Yeah, I always do the polls when I've finished a game and I'm wondering what to start next. I pick some games that I want to play, but I give people the vote on which one of them. It gets people involved, and it means that, you know, whatever I end up playing, at least some people want to watch it, right? I don't know. It's worked for me anyway. Lots of cold blood here. Tomorrow's my shopping day. I hope it clears up a bit by then. Actually, now that I think about it, I've just noticed the time. Guys, I'm going to take a quick break. I'm supposed to take a break at 3 o'clock, and I miss it every time. But I just need to pop down and check on the animals, make sure they're okay. And then I'll be right back, so I'll just be a couple of minutes. See you all in a moment. Right, we're back, everybody. Man, look how many souls I've got built up. I could really go for a bonfire right now. Oh, this Knight's gear has a cool little dagger at the back. Makes sense. If I can get the parts, I think I'm going to level up that Knight sword because it looks awesome. I'm not saying it's going to replace my axe, but I want to try it. That would involve ever getting back to the base, however. Since I don't have access to a bonfire. I can respawn at the entrance, but I can't get to a base from... I can't get back to base from there and do all of my stuff. Maybe I could ride the carriage back? Maybe? The horses were dead. I don't know if that's a problem. Oh? Well, no. This looks ominous. Okay, I got too close, I guess. This is probably the guy who sent me the letter. I'm sure we're gonna get along great. He wouldn't have invited me here if he didn't want to be friends. I wanted to give him my seat on the carriage. Other people talked about it being problematic. Does Marta Logarius? What's he doing here? I guess I've not really understood his lore properly. I thought he went out to, do stuff and never came back? Okay, pro tip. Actually hit the guy. Come on, sword at me. This guy's not gonna sword at me. He's just gonna throw faces. Alright, fine. No pistols. Just gonna hit you with an axe. Okay. That's not what I thought he was doing. I thought he was powering up. I mean, looks like he was powering up. But, I wasn't also expecting the explosion. See, and people ask why the Dragon Ball Z characters don't attack the enemies while they're powering up. This is why! Not sure if I can parry this guy or not. Doesn't seem to be working great. Yeah, so I can't get back into the carriage. So as best I can tell, I am just straight up stuck here. Hmm. Sure hope I don't run out of blood vials before I can beat this guy. Oh wait, did I open the pathway there? Yeah, I don't need to go this way now, do I? I wonder if Canehurst predates the Hunter's Dream. Is that why there's no lanterns here? Presumably Gurman built the Hunter's Dream, and he's the first hunter, so... I don't know, it wouldn't make sense, I suppose. Maybe Gurman just didn't build them here. Maybe he wasn't associated with Canehurst. Okay, I swear I didn't hit those buttons, but... Ah! Oh, okay. That pole arm life. He's got a longer pole arm than me, so there's nothing I can do to him. Okay, that went through the wall? What? I'm sorry, I thought we'd agreed to make a pretense at the existence of physics. Maybe use a bold hunter's mark to get out with my souls and change my runes around to something more useful. But I don't know if I could get back in after that. Excuse me, I wanted you to go back down. For all I know, the carriage is a one-time thing. Once you're here, you're here. Man, I could have come here a lot sooner. It makes me kind of relieved that I didn't. Okay. This is how we're doing this, huh? I should also maybe consider what armor I'm wearing. I'm gonna guess that he does blood elemental attacks. So, I guess blood defense makes sense. Oh good, I'm already wearing all my best blood stuff. Don't you love it when you're like, haha, I'll just change to my good armor. And you realize you're already wearing your good armor. Which way do I go from here? Oh yeah. Yeah, I could have gotten here a lot earlier and gotten locked into this at a much lower level. I'm glad that I left this for last. Nope. Oh, there you are. Move so quietly for such a big guy. Do I just want to stay behind him at all times? Is that the play here? That wasn't behind him. Although I kind of thought I had him stone locked, I guess. Back it up, back it up! Okay, wow, that's got some range on it. And we're flying now, okay. This is not a happy fellow. And I'm running out of blood vials. Oh. So I kind of need to beat him this time, I guess. Even though I don't really know how to get through its second form. Where are my souls? Where are my souls? I can't afford to lose that many souls. It's like my life savings in souls. Excuse me, sir, have you seen my souls? Oh, there they are. Ah, no! Well, that's a waste of 3 blood vials. Oh boy. Oh, what does he drop? What does he drop? Quicksilver bullets, come on. Some blood vials. Does anything here drop blood vials? If I do have to go farming? What do any of the ghost ladies do? broke your chair, dude. Go on, over the edge with you. No? Ah, come on. Ah, the karma. I thought I could knock him off the edge. That would have been entertaining. He's probably immune to falling off the edge. Doesn't seem like he'd be that easy, but I mean, there's been bosses in the past that you could knock off of edges, right? In Soulsborne. A wide variety of them, and I can think of almost one. I think maybe Taurus Demon is the only boss that you can actually just knock off the edge in Soulsborne. I can't think of any others. Weird that this doesn't go anywhere. Like, there's no sensible way to access this. The only way to get here is to scramble across rooftops. Who built this place? What was going through their mind when they made such strange design decisions? Okay, I don't... That was no. Get out the way, get out the way, get out the way, get out the way, get out the way. Get in the way, get in the way. Okay. Third stage? Oh good, it's raining daggers now. This is certainly good for me. Admittedly, these knives seem to be startlingly little threat. I'm not entirely sure what's going on with that. Okay. Oh. Could we manage to deal with that before we ran out of blood vials and everything else? Hmm. Riplagarius? Now what am I? Oh, okay. There's a bonfire and an item. Crown of Illusions. The old king's crown is said to reveal illusions and expose a mirage that hides a secret. So Logarius donned the crown of his own volition, determined to prevent a single soul from stumbling upon the vile secret. What visions did he see, sitting serenely on his new throne? Nothing strange and terrible happened the moment. Wait, never mind. I really should have gone back to the hunter's dream before I did this. Okay, looks like I've just got more to explore. I'm not straight into the next boss fight. But cool. I've summoned a house. I've awoken something strange and terrible. Also, wearing this crown and this coat, I feel like I looked a little too much like the Burger King.
Gammon away, go. Very would let me stop.
Oh, I remember now. I was saving up strength so I could fire that cannon, wasn't I? I need 30.
Farewell, good hunt. May you find your worth.
Actually, can I... No, I don't have any blood rocks, okay. Okay. Getting there. But okay, I guess I haven't unlocked the triangle slot. I thought I had. I don't know what I'd want to put on this one. I think a blood-tinged weapon seems a little bit appropriate, but... don't know that I've got enough of them. I've only got the one. Wait, does this thing have innate blood attack? Oh, it does! So I could put my blood attack up thing on here. Poison, what else we got? So I think it's only a little bit of blood attack compared. No, actually it's 50-50 split, isn't it? It's just I've got the scalings are better for the physical attack than the blood attack. And also I've got all the runes for the physical, I guess. Where's the blood attack one? I know I've got a blood attack one somewhere. Blood tinge scaling. It's not... Did I put it on something? I thought I had one that just straight up added blood damage to a melee weapon. I guess I don't. I must have dreamt it. Okay, well, I've now got a blood elemental weapon when I feel like using it. Nothing new amongst these, is there? No. Alright, let's get back out there. What does Cainhurst come under? Oh, Legarius' seat. Oh, his chair comes back. Hmm. Unopened summons. Like the first of its kind, it is an invitation to Canehurst, but for whom is not known, as it lacks an addressee. Interesting.
Visitor. Moon-scented hunter. I am Annalise, Queen of Castle Canehurst. Ruler of the Vile Bloods, and sworn enemy of the Church. Yet our people are murdered, and we are prisoner to this wretched mask. What is it thou art in search of?
To the Vile Bloods, sworn enemies of the Church?
Such impudence. Defiled are we, yet still queen. We shall not give audience to an ill-mannered beast.
Okay.
Speak thy mind. Well, well.
What powers do you offer?
Hunter thou art indeed. We've
Tell me
tired
more.
of these piteous nights. Share in our plight, and take oath against the Church. If thou wouldst this path walk, I prithee, partake of my rotted blood. Very well. Drink deep of our blood. Feel the spreading corruption burn. Now, thou art too a vile blood. We two, the very last on this earth. We await thy return for the honor of Canehurst.
Okay. Got some cool stuff out of it. Contain a nuance of blood, including the womb of corruption, associated with the oath of the corrupt. Canehurst vile blood. Find dregs for their queen in cold blood. Corrupt are the heretics in the eyes of the Church, and thus subject to the wrath of the executioners. Wait, what did it say that did? Continuously heal near death. So if my health's below a certain point, then I gain steady healing. Eh? I've got better runes on my weapon that I can switch to if necessary. 1 point of healing is really, really thin. So why does this lady hate the Church? I guess it's probably as we speculated. Canehurst were the first hunters before the Church learned how to tap into that same power. They've got a brand to protect. I guess we're done here then? Can return to the DLC. Okay, so Ligarius pursued the Vile Bloods, and... Yeah, I get it now. So as long as he wore the crown, nobody else could find the path to her. Which allowed the, Vile Bloods to be cast from this land. But now the gate is open once more. I might go check something real quick. Go talk to the guy who told me about Vile Bloods. See if he's got anything new to say. Where was the way back? Right. What we got going on up here? I think this is the way back to where Arthur was standing. I think was that his name? Alfred, thank you.
Oh, good to see you safe.
Welcome back.
Now, let's think up something to discuss. Just tell me what...
Hand over unopened summons. Oh. I guess coming to this guy was a smart move.
In his time, Master Lager, but all did not go well. Tragic that Master Lagarius should be a... I must free him. Aha! Is that the sigil of Cainhurst? I've heard tell of Cainhurst nobles and their amusingly pompous invitations. Wonderful. I thank you profusely. I will depart immediately, but first, a token of my gratitude.
The Wheel Hunter badge. Oh.
Ah, I feel my master's hand at work. Praise the good blood, and let us cleanse these tarnished streets. It has been an honor, but I must
Yeah,
say
I
goodbye.
bested Ligarius.
Let us cleanse these tarnished streets, and may the good blood guide your way.
He wasn't so bad in the end. Where's the nearest lantern to here? Where actually am I? Oh yeah. I think I died more to falling off the roof than I did to being killed by him. Although, to be fair, to his credit, several times I fell off the roof was because he shoved me off the roof. And one of the times was because he was stood on the roof's edge. And I was like, haha, I shall shove you off the roof. And he danced out of the way at the last moment. You know, as these things go. I guess I'll go back there again and see if anything happens with this guy. Although, he won't be able to get in, will he? Because he doesn't have the crown. That sounds more like a prank than anything, but regardless, I don't shout out people I don't know. But, how are you doing, Wagner? You having a good day? Oh, he can get in without the crown, apparently.
Pounded and grounded this rotten siren into fleshy pink pulp.
Hmm.
There, you filthy monstrosity. What good's your immortality now? Try stirring up trouble in this sorry state. All mangled and twisted, with every inside on the outside for all the world to see.
This guy went off the deep end really, really quickly. My commiserations, but I still can't shout out a stream that I don't know and have never watched and have no idea what he gets up to on. Alfred? You doing okay, dude? Made a real mess of this, I see. Oh well. I guess I'm the last vile blood now. I'm okay with that. Gave serious thought to slicing her up myself once I'd obtained her power.
You, is it? Look at this. Thanks to you, I've done it. Well, isn't it wonderful? Now Master can be canonized as a true martyr. I've done it. I have.
Okay.
I've done it.
That all you got to say on the topic? Okay. What does queenly flesh do? Remains warm as if cursed. All hail the undying queen of blood. I have zero idea what to do with that. Well, you know, it's nice that Alfred's having a good day. And Ligorius can be made a saint now? He probably deserves it, seemed like a good dude. What am I meant to do with this stuff? Like, I can't think of any places inside Canehurst where it's like... where there was something that I couldn't do, you know? You know, I've got the wheel badge. There should be new stuff in the shop. I wonder if having the Queen's Flesh will put new stuff in the shop. Maybe I can show it to the messengers.
Farewell, good hun.
Why do I have a what? Is this a bandana? It keeps my hair out of my eyes while I'm streaming. Ligarius's wheel. Bathed in pools of their blood and further steeped in their ire. Transform to release the power of the wheel and manifest their lingering rage in a show of utter brilliance. I think I have to buy it and try it, I guess. Need to know what this thing is. This comical golden helm. So one day she may bear a child of blood. Ah, she's planning to bond to one of the elder ones, I guess. Full suit of armor, nice. Alright. Give me all the money. Oh, I thought these were a worn item, but actually a use item? Cast using Quicksilver Blood, I imagine. Presumably the item that Ligarius was using? Well, he probably had an upgraded version of it. Probably, like, invented them. But still. That's cool. Seems pretty legit. I can't afford. This stuff is really expensive. I can afford the boots, and that's about it. Yeah, looks alright though. I can't help but feel that maybe this isn't the most practical weapon, but... Okay, it does glow very menacingly when it's activated. Yeah, I'm not sure precisely what made these guys decide to take up wheels as their go-to weapon. Oh, you can spin it to make it do more stuff. Okay, that's kind of cool. I'm still a little disappointed that you can't ride it like a wheel skeleton, though. I thought that's where this was going. Spin to win. I guess so. Okay. I should buy some bullets. I guess it's getting to be about that time, so I should probably wrap up, guys. But next time we'll venture on through the DLC. I think we've finished everything in the real world as far as I know. So it's dreams and nightmares entirely from here on out. Alright. Thanks for watching, everybody. It's been good. Appreciate you being here. So next time I'll be playing Bloodborne will be... let's see, it's going to be on Friday. And tomorrow afternoon will be FTL, but I'll be back in 2.5 hours when we'll be continuing Dead Space for our Terror Tuesday. Yeah, see you, Wallow Wizard. Thanks for hanging out. Let's see who's online, shall we? Oh yeah, Zelkus is on again. Still playing through Bloodborne himself. I think we'll go say hi over there. How do you spell that? Yeah. Alright. Thanks for watching, everybody. Have a good day, and I'll catch you next time.